In Utica, New York, you'll find one of the area's fastest growing graphics production houses, A&P Master Images. Designing and printing t-shirts in 2003, A&P Master Images has expanded into several areas of printed commercial graphics production in just a few years. The business owner, Howard Potter, is the driving force behind this company. Some people say he's got it made and assume that's always been the case. But those people would be wrong. Some people face great challenges.
I ran away off and on when I was younger. Didn't have a very good life growing up, living with my mother. Because I was running away so much, everything ended up going to a court system. I had to make a decision from the judge to either stop running away and go live at home, which wasn't the best living situation, or go to the House Good Shepherd. So I ended up choosing to go to the House Good Shepherd. I was 11 years old. Didn't really know what was going on in life, but I knew what was going on wasn't good for me. I went from group home to group home and a foster home.
Some people have difficult paths to follow in life.
Well, time I got to be about 15, 16 years old, and I had just learned about finding out that I have a biological father, and I thought my stepfather was my biological father. My mother had said, at one point, she claimed this person was my father, another person was my father. Well, the third person was actually my father, and so after the first two times when I was told, oh, this person's your father, I was like, whatever, not a big deal, I don't really care, it's probably not even true anyways, But it also, in the back of your mind, you're thinking, what was my mother doing? What kind of person was she? And I started getting to a point where I started having an attitude and just a chip on my shoulder. I had something to be mad at every day, whether it was, my mother never calling me, or getting picked on, or just crying yourself to sleep because you're living in a group home with people you don't really know.
Some people make big changes in their lives.
I really sat back and thought about everything, and I'm like, listen, I either get this together myself or I'm out on the streets. My pivotal point was at the age of 16, like, you know what? You need to stop feeling sorry for yourself, because guess what? At the end of the day, you're all you have. No one's gonna care about you more than you. I had to encompass and gather and be like, listen, this is what I don't want in life. Now, getting my first job at Wendy's at the age of 16 opened my eyes. It was like, wow, I can make money, I can buy things. At the age of 16, I got a couple jobs. I started saving up money. I ended up having a couple bank accounts. So time I was 18, I had discovered, hey, you know what? I went to BOCES for 2 years for graphic design. This is what I want to do. By the age of 18, I had $4,000 saved. I was in my second year of college. Time I was 21, I bought my house. 2 months after we bought the house, we got married in our backyard.
Some people face big setbacks in their lives.
So the following year, after my daughter was born, I had started my own company, A&P Master Images. When my daughter turned 3.5, I got a rude awakening of her being diagnosed with a very rare disease. They have to give her blood transfusions and platelet transfusions. It's very scary to be a young father and then have a young child be diagnosed with something and see them in a hospital bed.
Some people overcome adversity.
And the thing I was able to do while I was in the hospital, I was able to sell and still design for my clients. So I wasn't like I was losing any money being next to her and making sure she's safe and being there for her.
Some people beat the odds.
I chose to change and be the exception to the rule, because by all rights, being around people doing drugs growing up or being abused or this, that, and the third, I had every excuse not to be where I'm at today.
Some people remember the past.
Everything that I've done and become in life so far is all derived from where I started, what I experienced.
And some people take the time to mend valuable relationships.
I am excited and proud to say, about 4 or 5 months ago, my mother and I did start talking again, and she's part of my children's life. So this is a whole nother pivotal moment for me in life to develop being a really good father and taking a step back and be like, you know what? everything that you did and allowed to happen to me in the past, I could sit there and hold on my shoulder and say, you know what, I don't want you around my kids. I don't want you around me. But I'm giving the chance to her to not only her to develop who she is and be a better person, but for her to have that second chance in life to fix what she did wrong the first time.
Some people succeed because of their personal efforts to get where they want to go despite the obstacles. They have the desire to change their lives for the better. Some people don't have it made, they make it happen.
Do you wish that you could change your life?